Well, good morning, SEMA 2025. It's day 2, baby. Who's ready for day 2? You ready? If y'all can tell by my voice right now, it was a long night, man. I'm getting a little too old for these days, huh? A little bit about SEMA this year. I was thinking about this. 160,000 people, the largest show in Las Vegas, bigger than CES. 140 countries represented, 2,300 companies here from an automotive standpoint showing off all their goods. And we're here to tell those stories, which brings up our first guest today, a company I know a lot about. In fact, I think, guys, I probably go back 15 years with my first Bestop purchase as a consumer. All right, tell everybody your names and who you are, and we're going to get into it, talk about Bestop.
I'm Jake Taylor. I'm the marketing lead for Bestop. I've been with the company for a little while, but same thing. I've been familiar with the tops. I have a 74 Bronco that my first soft top that I put on was Bestop. And so this was a dream come true to be able to come to this company. And then this is the first time at SEMA, which again was aware of and have never experienced. And it's a lot.
Tell us your name, your role, and not that you've been with them for 30 years because you're telling me that offline.
Yeah. So my name is Rick Troeger. I've been with Bestop for a few years. I've done all kinds of stuff for the company, from operations to engineering to customer support and project management. SEMA veteran, been here a few times, really looking forward to sharing the message and the excitement that Bestop has for all of our customers, whether they're new or old or whatever it is they're looking for, how we can help support them.
So one of the reasons that I love this Nexen Live booth and the stage that we've got is our goal is to highlight everyone in the industry, right? At the end of the day, you can remove all the products. We're all passionate about cars. We're all passionate about trucks and side-by-sides and off-road and power sports and marine and motorcycles and airplanes and boats and cars, like everything, right? Anything with a motor is what I love. So I have a 1975 Ford Bronco, and I had it here in 2016, and it didn't have a cover on it. I was like, man, what do I do for a cover? Well, you go to the company that knows how to make covers. So that's when I was first introduced to the brand. Now fast forward to 2021, the Ford Bronco 6th Gen comes out, Area 51, beautiful first edition. I find out that the Bestop that is on it, the top that is on it is from Bestop. It's an OEM build. So you're not just making products for consumers, you're making products at the OEM level.
Yeah, Bestop has been an OEM supplier to Stellantis on the Wrangler for about 30 years, actually. And we do supply products to Ford Motor Company, the top you're talking about. There were soft top, manual operated soft top that came from the factory. Bestop also has some Ford licensed soft tops that are available through the dealership from day one for both the 4-door and the 2-door. And we're really here and excited to announce Bestop is going to be debuting the first ever 2-door fully convertible electric soft top. It's at the show. It's in our booth over there in the West Hall. We want everybody to come see it and take a look at it.
Yeah, and that's awesome, right? And we were talking about this down below. It's a seasonal thing for me, and I've got a 16-year-old daughter that, truth be told, Dad, I love the Bronco, and I let her take it to school during the fall and spring when the weather turns. And that top, she hates it when I have the top down. So we fight all fall and all spring when the top is going on and off. Is it going to be up or is it going to be down? Is it going to be up or is it going to be down? She wants the hard top on. But now you have an electric version, right?
Yeah.
And the 4-door has been out for what, two years or 1 year?
We've had the 4-door available for about 1 year now.
Okay.
And the 2-door is going to be debuting this spring. And the most exciting thing about the 2-door, no factory soft top option for the 2-door except for the licensed accessories that Bestop had provided. So this one is really going to be a game changer. It's going to give all those Bronco owners that are really into that 2-door kind of style
Classic
tons
look.
of options
Yeah.
and a lot of convenience for getting the tops up or down, depending on whatever their daughter wants to do or the
My
weather
daughter.
is telling them.
Now, I'll tell you a funny story. So I've been a car guy my whole life, right? First vehicle I ever had that I purchased on my own was this old 1989 Toyota 4Runner. Loved it. Removable hardtop. Remember, it's the theme, the removable hardtop. And so when I have an 18-year-old son, when he turned 16, he said, Dad, I want to follow in your footsteps. I want a white Toyota 4Runner. So the kid gets a 2004 Toyota 4Runner, and he has it for 6 months, and he's like, Dad, I hate it. He's like, I'm not you. I'm like, well, what do you want? He'd been working all summer, grinding at a boat like a marina. And he's like, Dad, I want a 2013 B.25 Audi S4 supercharged. And I'm like, dude, he could not be more different than me when it comes to our vehicle choices, but he is a 100%, 100% gearhead. I always like to ask guests when they come up what they drive, because we all, you got a lot of different corporations and companies out there, and you really find out a lot about a person, based on the car that they drive. So if I was working at Bestop, let's say I lived in Eugene, Oregon, and I drove a Subaru, like a Crosstrek, like, would you be an enthusiast, or would you just, I'm totally giving you a hard time. By the way, Subaru, oh, she's getting angry. Tracy's had every type of Subaru. So I just tested drove a Subaru. Total segue. Drove a Subaru for the first time 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Now we get them we get loans to drive. They're probably the best cars in the market. Name another car that is more capable than a Subaru Crosstrek. 9 inches of ground clearance, right? All-terrain tires, all-wheel drive. You can drive it in the rain, snow, sleet, off-road, does not matter. It's a great vehicle. All right, back on track. You're the enthusiast. The reason we got connected is we're Bronco guys. Tell us what your rides are.
Yeah, so I grew up in a 96 full-size Bronco, road trips, sleeping in the back, and learned to drive on that. It was a stick, and when I went to school out east, I actually bought that from my dad for a couple $100, and that was my daily driver. But when I was in high school, my very first car that I cleared my bank account for was a 74 Bronco that I saw on the side of the road, and it was one of those moments my dad and I were in the car, and for whatever reason, he thought it was okay to pull over and talk to the guy sitting there, and
you drove it away.
We drove it away, and so I had that through my undergrad, and that's where I ended up putting a soft top on that, and it was Bestop before I obviously ever worked for Bestop.
Yeah.
One thing was it was a used one. It was my first experience with one, so I retrofitted it a bit, and it was one of those things that I knew when I was driving it, I was cut off from the world. I couldn't take phone calls. It was, loud in general. And that's one thing that, with the new soft tops and like the E-top specifically, we've done some decibel readings, and that it's actually performing a bit quieter than like the OEM hard top. And so it's one of those things that, everyone always remembers their soft top being loud, hearing like whistles or anything like that. And, it's come so far along that, it's driving a brand new car, quiet and perfect. So I have the Sunrider on my new Bronco, which is just the 2 front panels, you flip back, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But now that we have the 2-door E-top, I think once we get through our pre-orders and everything, I'll probably be getting one on mine.
I bet every Bronco owner out there that has a soft top. I sold one, my first, the OE factory one. I sold that online on Marketplace. I was like, I want an E-top, right? And so I think you're going to find a lot of people are going to be trying to sell them pretty quickly, get them really cheap here in the next few months. Yeah. But that is the direction people are going, right? They want to have their cake and eat it too, meaning easy. They want to be able to go off-road, drop the top, make it easy.
Yeah.
You said, by the way, just another, I'm good at segues.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it. I promise I'm going to get your car. You said you want to meet everybody in Colorado.
Yeah.
When you get off this, you got to go meet that guy right there. That's Tim. Tim's in Colorado.
Hey, Tim.
He's here in an RV, checking out SEMA this year. No, he's one of the top automotive journalists in the industry. He's going to be up here in a bit. Covers the entire truck industry. You guys might want to talk to him. He's a good guy to know.
Definitely.
I don't know. Maybe he's a good guy to know. Maybe. Likes bourbon.
Well, it's funny, though, you say about your daughter and wanting the ease. Like, that is the conversations that we've been having. A lot of people that have come by and seen the E-top. I would say there's been at least 5 people that say, my daughter has a Bronco and she hates getting out and doing the E-top. Yeah. And, I mean, in general, I know maybe not everyone wants to say it, but it's kind of nice just flipping it back and pressing a button and not dealing with everything.
It is, and it's not a lot of work compared to what your 74 and my 75. Yeah. We are getting these little tiny sockets in there, and you're trying to do them up on the, top of the window. I mean, you're literally. Do you have a roll cage in yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're shredding your knuckles every year that you're trying to get these things off. Yeah. It's relatively easy, but having the electric version is awesome. All right, tell us about your ride.
So I got introduced with Bestop. I drove a YJ Wrangler for
That's
like
wild.
15 years.
So cool.
Yeah, I got the whole introduction. I've moved into a pickup truck now. Bestop also offers some products for Bestop and trucks. and my wife drives a JK Wrangler, and we have the Sunrider for hardtop on it as well. Mostly because people do think that the soft tops are seasonal, but they're really 4-season products.
Yeah.
They are made to be used in all weather conditions and in all environments. And the new E-top, the Bestop E-top that we're introducing, has multiple layers of construction. So we do get great sound performance, and we get great like hot and cold temperature resistance as well.
So look, quick question for you, and I know we're going to be running out of time here in a minute, but when the Bronco 6th Gen launched in 2021, remember there was a resin shortage. And because of the resin shortage, they couldn't produce the hard tops for the vehicles coming off the assembly line. So they went soft tops. Was that a private label from Bestop, or was that internal at Ford?
Well, that was the Ford factory.
That's the
top.
journalist side of
Yeah,
me that's
of
asking
course.
questions.
I do remember that time, and I remember a lot of excitement that was around that because Bestop was working really hard to support the Ford Motor Company to provide them with the options because there was no two-door
Correct.
soft top available. So we did have some products. They were available through the licensed accessory and through
That
the
is correct.
dealerships, but we did not ship those out through the assembly plant line.
This is great. So we're gonna go down this rabbit hole because this is good. I'm learning. When I went to purchase my Bronco and I looked in the accessory list, it said Bestop.
Oh yeah, no, definitely available through the Ford dealerships. It's got a Ford part
So
number.
it comes off the line and then it meets in the middle.
Yeah, it's
or goes
kind of
to
a
the dealer installed.
Dealer installed
Okay, so
accessory
it's a dealer
for the two-door.
installed.
That's absolutely true.
2021 had to be a monumental sales year for you.
Well, we were really excited, and it was a ton of activity, and we were super thrilled that we could support our OEM partners by providing them these, accessories and alternatives to their customers when they were having so much trouble.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Where are you guys at here at the show? So if anybody out there listening wants to go take a visit.
We're in the West Hall.
West Hall.
And
The best hall. West Hall's the best hall.
yeah.
It's the
a
off-road
busy hall.
aftermarket area.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. You can't miss us. We're the one that looks like a big old campsite.
Yeah,
So-
okay, even better.
Yeah.
Well, I will be by there
Yeah.
later this week. I'm going to come by and hang out with you guys for a little bit.
Very
I
cool.
appreciate you taking a few minutes and telling us more about Bestop. You were telling me, by the way, before you go, and I had no idea, 1954?
1954, Bestop's been around for over 70 years
And
now.
how did what was the purpose of the company? I hated my hard top. I want something soft.
You know, it really started in the garage in Boulder, Colorado with the original founder. He was not satisfied with the options that were available for soft tops.
So cool.
You know, as a founder, he had that entrepreneurial spirit. He became active and started growing the company. And here we are, 2025. I don't even know what SEMA appearance this is for us. I've been here, I think, 15 times already. And it's always exciting, and it's great to meet new people that have the same interest and are always looking for, that shared experience, getting out there and letting people enjoy that lifestyle that they want when they have these vehicles that they care so much about.
I'm telling you, man, it's all about the passion and lifestyle. I think my first SEMA was 1999 or 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pushing probably 25 years of coming to this show.
Mhm.
I had on Alan Taylor yesterday from The Drive. He's been coming to this for 30 some odd years, and we were talking about how this show has just changed so much over the years, and that the same booths that we were all in 30 years ago as, young cats that just love cars, we're still the same people in the booth. We just happen to have a few more gray hairs and be a little bit more experienced, hopefully a little bit wiser. I think I went to bed last night at 9:30. I can't speak for the rest of y'all, but it was an early night. Right on, guys. Thank you so much for joining us up here. Appreciate it. Hey, go check out Bestop over in the West Hall if y'all get a chance. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Don't forget, later today, we're going to have some pretty special guests up here. Richard Rollins will be joining us from Gas Monkey Garage at 1:30. All right, see you guys in a bit.